The kingdom of Ado was ruled by a prince feared by all. Prince Olumide, ruthless, cunning, and driven by an insatiable hunger for power. In his royal chambers, he stood by the window, looking over his kingdom with a smirk. His dark eyes held no warmth, only cold calculation.
A king must rule with fear, not kindness. The weak do not deserve the throne.
An African village's dark dungeon, lit only by torches. Prisoners with torn clothing and shackled hands huddle in fear. Some African villagers whisper prayers, others cry silently. A guard drags a weakened man toward a prison cell, locking him away with a heavy clang. Was known for his cruelty, executed rivals without hesitation, axed his people into despair, and betrayed those closest to him. His dungeons were filled with those who had once trusted him. One night, in the depths of his prison, an old man, once a respected noble, knelt before him in chains. "Mercy, my prince, please."
Mercy is for the weak.
The old man's scream echoed through the palace as the prince turned away, unfazed. One fateful day, a group of travelers arrived at the palace. Among them was a woman of unmatched beauty, Princess Eshe. She stood among the foreign visitors, golden-brown skin glowing under the sun, her eyes deep and unreadable. The prince's gaze lingered on her longer than he intended.
Who is she? They say she is the last of a fallen kingdom, my prince. Some say she is cursed.
The prince chuckled, amused by the whispers. He had never feared a curse in his life. But when his eyes met Eshe's, for the first time in years, a strange unease settled in his chest. Ignoring the warnings, Prince Olumide announced his marriage to Princess Eshe. The night of the wedding was grand, but something felt off. A strange wind howled through the palace corridors. The flames of the torches flickered violently, as if disturbed by an unseen force. That night, as the prince lay beside his bride, he awoke suddenly, drenched in sweat. Whisper echoed through the darkness. "Beware! Beware!" His eyes darted around the room. No one was there, except Eshe lay beside him, still as stone, a faint smile playing on her lips. Each night the prince was tormented. He saw Eshe's reflection in the mirror shift into a skeletal figure. Walls of the palace bled. Shadowy hands reached for him in his sleep. "What is happening?" He woke up, gasping, only to find Eshe watching him, calm as ever.
"Didn't they tell you? A cursed bride comes with a price."
Desperate for answers, Prince Olumide sought out Mama Ekene, the ancient priestess hidden deep within the forest. She peered into a bowl of dark water, her expression grim. The blood of the innocent cries for vengeance. Who took a bride whose soul was never meant to love, only to curse. Through the rippling water, Olumide saw a vision. Eshe as a child, standing among the ruins of a burning village, her eyes filled with hatred. A shadowy figure placed a curse upon her, sealing her fate. No, this cannot be. The spirits demand justice. There's no escape, my prince. A storm raged over the palace. Thunder cracked across the sky. Prince Olumide, now visibly weakened, stumbled into the courtyard. Shadows moved around him, whispering, taunting. "You took what was never yours. Now it is time to pay." Spirits of the fallen rose from the ground. Olumide's screams echoed as the darkness swallowed him whole. As dawn broke, palace stood eerily silent. The people of Ado watched as Princess Eshe walked away, white gown trailing behind her, her expression unreadable. And so the wicked prince met his fate, and the cursed bride walked away. Free, or was she?